It's 10:30, and that means it's time to get in the sports pit.
In the pit where all that stuff goes down, man, if you don't have some freaking toughness, you're gonna fail.
With Paul Gallant.
And a very special guest into the sports pit today. He is the Lord of the loaded bases. He is a man who should be on the American League All-Star roster, and he is a hero in last night's game. The one and only J.P. Crawford. J.P., what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me on this morning.
No problem whatsoever after your headfirst slide last night. That was awesome. Does that actually help you get to first base more quickly?
In my mind it does. So right there in that moment, I felt like I had to. I was
awesome.
sniffing out that base hit.
Ever since, JP, you told all pitchers across baseball that you're going to rake their faces, you've been on an absolute tear. What has happened over the course of this past month? Because now you are raking their faces. In fact, you might be doing worse.
You're right, man. I don't know. I'm just comfortable. I'm seeing the ball well, and I'm not missing pitches to hit that often. So I think that's been the key this year.
Especially with the bases loaded. Did you know that you're batting .450 with the bases loaded this year?
Oh, no, I did not.
There we go.
I had no clue, honestly.
We're going to keep adding to all of the accomplishments because this is going to be a concerted effort, JP, to get you to the All-Star game. I've already threatened the entire radio listening audience that I will sing the most annoying song and lock the studios for 24 hours straight if we don't make this happen. We got to make this thing happen.
Yes, we do. You said it. Yes, we do.
JP, so I took a look at your Twitter profile, and I got a little bit excited because I saw Loki, I saw Thor. Are you a big Avengers guy?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Who would you identify more with? Is it with Thor or is it with Loki? Because I know Loki's got the new television show on Disney Plus right now.
I know. I'm going with Thor, honestly. But in my dogs with Loki and Thor, they're the complete opposite. Thor's the hyper good one, and Loki's the really mischievous one.
Okay.
So we kind of flipped that one up.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. How many players on the Seattle Mariners do you believe would be able to lift Thor's hammer? You got to name him by name. And I'm assuming you can, but like everybody else.
Honestly, probably me and one other guy, and that's Jake Fraley, just because he looks like him. So I'll give him that.
That's perfect. That is perfect. So you have a 9-game hitting streak going on right now, and of course things are really happening at the plate, but they're not just happening at the plate for you. Shed Long's back in the mix, and all of a sudden Shed Long is crushing balls too. He gets a grand slam. He had the big home run last night. What's it been like to see Shed Long back out there after what's have to been a really frustrating last couple of seasons for him?
Oh, man, it's good to see my boy back out there. You know, he's finally healthy again, and last year he was dealing with that leg all year, but no one knew. So he's back out here healthy, and you guys are going to see, you guys are in for a show. He's about to go on a tear, I feel like. He's just getting started, too, and I can't wait to see how this year goes for him.
How have you guys been able to so quickly get back into those double plays that I know I have seen from you guys in the past? Because I saw another one last night, and you guys just make it so smooth. How much time, effort does it take to be able to turn things like that?
Oh, man, we work our butts off every day in the infield. We take ground balls every day before batting practice. That's all props to Bone, our infield coach, Perry Hill. If it wasn't for him, I don't think any of us would even be in this position. I wouldn't have my gold glove. I know that. And Evan, I don't know. Evan's a unicorn over there at first, so who knows what he would say. He probably doesn't need him. But he gets us right every day, and he holds us accountable every day. So we're out there working our butts off. And, I mean, I can't thank him enough for that one.
Mariners shortstop J.P. Crawford with me, the Paul Gallant Show in the Sports Pit right here, 710 ESPN Seattle on the Issaquah Pest Control Hotline. You said that Perry Hill saved your career. What was it that he told you, got out of you, that made you feel that way?
He just made baseball so easy again. My first year or two in the MLB, I don't know what was happening. I was making bad throws, and I really had no idea what was going on. And then I worked with Perry in the offseason of 2019, and he just tweaked my mechanics a little bit, figured out I was crossing my feet and my arm was way too long, and I needed to shorten it up. And he really just made it so easy and so simple. and it was life-changing. So, yeah, he really changed my career.
And I can imagine, you start your career off in Philadelphia. That is not the easiest place to play. I'll just say, as someone who has some relatives from Philadelphia, they are exceptionally difficult when it comes to all of the sports teams. But you've come here, and man, this year everything really seems to be coming together. And again, we encourage everybody to go and make sure that you are voting J.P. Crawford to the All-Star game. I can imagine, I think about Philadelphia fans and how mean and unforgiving that they are, but there's a part of me that I imagine would have probably missed those guys last year. What's it been like to have fans back in the stands?
Oh, man, last year was terrible. I can't even lie. It was terrible not having any fans in the stands because, fans are what gets us going. Their energy gives us energy, and we play off of that. So it's definitely nice to have them back cheering us on. We all love it.
Do you feel more pressure when it's an empty stadium or less pressure with an empty stadium?
I would say less, just because you have no one there screaming, heckling you, and whatnot. So you just kind of take a deeper breath. But it's not as fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. I feel like it would be super awkward. You're just standing there, and it's an empty cavern of a ballpark, and there's probably echoes.
Right, you
stuff.
make a nice play, and you got no one cheering for you. It's like, oh, cool. All right.
Well, what did I just do this for? Yeah. Okay, J.P. Crawford with the Issaquah Pest Control Hotline. You're very enthused with the uniforms that you guys wore this weekend, the Steelheads uniforms. I'm with you. I feel like we got to see those bad boys out far more often.
Man, me too. We got to get that a thing as well. We got to make those like a Friday night or a Saturday thing.
What uniform would you get rid of? What uniform would you get rid of? I mean, right now you are the guy. I feel like you can also make some fashion choices here. Please don't get rid of teal.
If it was up to me,
don't get rid of teal.
No, definitely not the teal.
Good.
No. I'm getting rid of our grays on the road. We swap those ones out real quick.
Yeah, gray's kind of boring. It's weird that all these baseball teams wear gray uniforms on the road, too. Why not wear something that's actually got a color to it?
Right. Hey, I'm with you guys.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. J.P. Crawford and I, we see eye to eye on all things uniforms. What's going to be the biggest key to keeping up this play? You guys are in the midst of a 5-game winning streak, and it's the second time over the last month where you guys have put together a really good stretch of games. What's the key to keeping it going?
Man, just staying healthy. Honestly, that's the biggest key. Just keeping everyone on the field and, just preparing each day before the game, getting our work in each day, and, just playing for the best.
It's nuts, the amount of injuries that you guys have been through. Have you ever seen something like this before?
I feel like it happens often with most teams, a lot of teams, and especially after a season like we had last year, a shortened season. I wasn't surprised. I feel like a lot of people were going to get hurt this year too. It sucks, but it's just the fact of playing 60 games and you have 100 more. Injuries are bound to happen.
I'm going to give you one last tough question because you guys have been awesome in the field defensively, but you've also seen some really good pitching this year. So I'm going to make you choose one, and you can't dodge this question. You got to hang with me here. You got to have one guy on the mound. Okay, it's Yusei Kikuchi. It is last night's hero. It's Chris Flexen. It's Marco Gonzalez, or it's Kendall Graveman. Who do you want on the mound in the biggest spot?
Me. I want to be on the mound.
Perfect answer.
I want to be on the mound, closing it out.
Did you ever pitch before?
Yeah, I pitched in high school. I get on the mound every once in a while just to show them I got it, just in case they need me.
You know what? I hope that we get to see it because that would definitely help out with your all-star considerations. J.P. Crawford, it's an absolute pleasure, man. Be careful the next time you slide into first base, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Always. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
That was a treat. J.P. Crawford, everybody. Make sure you're voting him to the All-Star game. Seriously. I'll be very annoying. That's a threat. I'm Paul Gallant. It's the Paul Gallant Show. We'll react to some of what J.P. Crawford had to say, and also we'll continue our conversation about extending Jerry DiPoto. You guys got to do it. Make it happen. It's the Paul Gallant Show, 710 ESPN Seattle.